Liberty and democracy become unholy when their hands are dyed red with innocent blood. Everyone around you will appreciate you if your words match your actions. Whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. My life is my message. Honest differences are often a healthy sign of progress. My imperfections and failures are as much a blessing from God as my successes and my talents, and I lay them both at His feet. Where there is love, there is life. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. If we are to reach real peace in the world, we shall have to begin with the children. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. It is easier to build a boy than to mend a man. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The simplest acts of kindness are by far more powerful than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Always aim at purifying your thoughts and everything will be well. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. I cannot conceive of a greater loss than the loss of one's self-respect. They cannot take away our self-respect if we do not give it to them. In doing something, do it with love or never do it at all. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Truth is one. Paths are many. Our ability to reach unity in diversity will be the beauty and the test of our civilization. Prayer is not an old woman's idle amusement. Properly understood and applied, it is the most potent instrument of action. There is no such thing as too insane, unless others turn up dead due to your actions. I believe in the fundamental truth of all great religions of the world. There is no way to peace, there is only peace. Believe in equality for everyone, except reporters and photographers. Each one has to find his peace from within. And peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances. There are many causes I would die for. There is not a single cause I would kill for. Whatever you do will be insignificant, but it is very important that you do it. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. Love is the strongest force the world possesses, and yet it is the humblest imaginable. Action expresses priorities. Poverty is the worst form of violence. To my mind, the life of a lamb is no less precious than that of a human being. A no, uttered from the deepest conviction, is better than a yes, merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. The greatness of humanity is not in being human, but in being humane. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks he becomes. Nothing has saddened me so much in life as the hardness of heart of educated people. Fearlessness is the first requisite of spirituality. Cowards can never be moral. No one can ride on the back of a man unless it is bent. True beauty lies in the purity of the heart. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Hate the sin. Love the sinner. It's easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone. It is wrong and immoral to seek to escape the consequences of one's acts. If you don't find God in the next person you meet, it is a waste of time looking for Him further. Everyone around you will appreciate you if your words match your actions. God has no religion. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Each night when I go to sleep, I die. And the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. The future depends on what you do today. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. You don't know who is important to you until you actually lose them. Love never claims, it ever gives. Love ever suffers, never resents, never revenges itself. Faith is not something to grasp, it is the state to grow into. The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, he becomes tainted. Seek not greater wealth, but simpler pleasure, not higher fortune, but deeper felicity. The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. Non-violence is a weapon of the strong. Nothing is so aggravating as calmness. The path is the goal. Champions are made from something they have deep inside of them, a desire, a dream, a vision. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. Nothing is so aggravating as calmness. Non-violence, which is the quality of the heart, cannot come by an appeal to the brain. What barrier is there that love cannot break? In matters of conscience, the law of the majority has no place. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. I want freedom for the full expression of my personality. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is in the attribute of the strong. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. I call him religious who understands the suffering of others. There would be nothing to frighten you if you refused to be afraid. True morality consists not in following the beaten track, but in finding the true path for ourselves and fearlessly following it. Wherever you are will always be in my heart. You will never get angry if you keep silent more often. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems.